have figured out how the universe works.
There's no space that does tricks. Space does not curve, nor does it ripple, nor does space bubble, nor does it spin, nor does space really expand. Space cannot do anything.
Space
Has always existed as a three-dimensional stage that is nothing at all.
Space was never created. The visible universe expands three-dimensionally in space outward into the space that already exists. Everything else except space expands. In the nuclei of atoms, there are congestion areas of energy that are scattered into space, which recycle the dark energy that is scattered into space, which creates particles that are being registered, such as electrons and photons, which are still composed of energy that is scattered into space. You are also expanding all the time. You can feel your heart expanding with each beat. Whenever the heart is expanding, the steadily expanding body compresses the heart, then the expanding blood is forced into the expanding blood vessels. You can feel the expansion of the heart as it beats. You cannot feel the expansion of space. You cannot see its expansion. You cannot study the expansion of expanding space. You cannot tell in words or visually what the expansion of expanding space is. You can only believe in the existence of expanding space. In the same way that ancient people believed in their god Zeus made lightning somehow. Expanding space makes light stretch somehow. No one tells how. Expanding space is the emperor naked. Expanding galaxies were born rapidly from the center outward. First, expanding supermassive objects were born in their own three-dimensional Big Bangs. Expanding supermassive objects emit zillions of expanding traffic areas of dark matter that quickly coalesce to form new expanding stars. The expanding stars were born rapidly, as if out of thin air. This is observed with a Webb telescope. It took a close pass by two expanding supermassive objects. Expanding galaxies were born rapidly from the center outward. First, expanding supermassive objects were born in their own three-dimensional Big Bangs. Expanding supermassive objects emit zillions of expanding traffic areas of dark matter that quickly coalesce to form new expanding stars. The expanding stars were born rapidly as if out of thin air. This is observed in the Webb telescope. It took a close pass by two expanding supermassive objects. Expanding galaxies are large particles that transmit information from an object that is very far away in space, outside the expanding visible universe. The motion away from this object is really fast. There is no point of comparison to which this movement of all matter could be compared. Energy that is now in us expanding in space moves away from the region of space to which it had moved a moment ago, and so on. There are an infinite number of similar objects in infinite space. They always recycle the existing physical concrete matter, which in itself is a pushing force. The energy that is now in us dispersing into space will in the distant future push into one such object, and there, under extreme pressure, the energy that is now in us will be compressed once again to an extremely dense state. The expanding falling apple moves away from the center of the expanding Earth slower than the surface of the expanding Earth. The illusion of movement towards the center of the Earth is created. Love, 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 love.
En mä selvittänyt miten maailmankaikkeus